Students, I hope you all are doing fine, and I hope you all are practicing the worksheets which I have been giving you from time to time. So, as I had promised, okay, I have come with the video on learning about tenses, okay, the basic tenses. We all know that there are three types of tenses, okay. The three types of tenses, as we all know, are the past tense, past, then we have present, okay, and then we have future tense, past, present and future. So I hope you already know what is the meaning of past, present and future. So today is Monday, okay, today is Monday. So if we go by the timeline, okay, Sunday is past, Sunday is past, and we are presently in the day, okay, of Monday. So today is Monday, that is the present day, and tomorrow, okay, it is going to be Tuesday. So Tuesday is in future, Sunday is in the past tense, and because it is Monday today, okay, that is the present tense, and tomorrow it is going to be Tuesday, so it is in future, okay. So basically you can say that, okay, we use past tense for activities, okay, we use past tense for activities which had taken place in the past, okay, for activities which had taken place in the past, okay, those activities which you have already performed, those activities which you have already done. And for all those activities which are happening right now, okay, like this is basically for understanding, for all those activities which are happening right now, you can say that they are in the present tense, okay, although there is a lot to be understood in this regard, but for ease, okay, for convenience, for the sake of simplicity, I will say all those activities which have already happened, okay, something which happened yesterday, an hour ago, okay, 2 days ago. So for those activities, okay, for the sake of simplicity, we can say that those are the activities of the past tense, and those activities which are happening right now, okay, which we are doing right now, okay, we can say that they are the activities of the present tense. And all those activities which haven't yet taken place, which you plan to do, which you will do in times to come, okay, those activities can fall into the category of the future tense, okay. So I will write it out again, okay, that there are three types of tenses, okay, that is past, P-A-S-T, past, present, right, and future. So I will repeat. Yesterday was Sunday, okay, so it is our past tense, okay, yesterday was Sunday, it is our past tense. Today is Monday, okay, that you can say it is our present tense, and tomorrow it is going to be Tuesday, so that is our future, that is our future tense, okay. Now these tenses can be further divided, okay, into four categories, okay, as you can see these tenses can be further divided into four categories, that is simple, okay, like simple past tense, okay, and then simple future tense, simple past tense, simple present tense and simple future tense. The same is for this one, continuous, past continuous, future continuous and the present continuous. And then we have this thing, okay, perfect. So we can say present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. And then we have perfect continuous. So past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous and the future perfect continuous. Okay, now we will insert verbs into these and we will see how these function. So the first verb that I have taken for example is ate. Ate, okay, now ate, the word ate comes from the root word, okay, eat, it comes from the root word eat, E-A-T, this is the root word. Now the simple past tense of eat is ate, I ate, you ate, he ate, she ate, Ram ate, Sham ate, okay, anybody. For simple past tense, we will write ate, A-T-E, okay, A-T-E. So there is no confusion here, okay. For simple past tense, we will write ate, okay. This is what we are going to write. And then for past continuous, okay, for past continuous, we have this thing, was eating. If the subject is singular, okay, we'll see like he was eating, she was eating, Ram was eating, Sham was eating, it was eating, the cow was eating, okay, or anybody. For singular, we will use was, okay. For singular, we'll use was, okay. Or you can say like he was eating, okay. I can say he was eating, she was eating, okay. He, she, I can also say like we can use any other subject, okay, like Ram was eating, okay. I can write anything, Rohit was eating, okay. Now we can also say it was eating, like suppose if there was an animal, okay, for animals we use it, okay, it was eating, okay. And for pronouns, okay, which denote plural pronouns, okay, we were eating, we were, you were eating, okay, eating, okay, eating is there already. So we use these in this manner, okay. Or for animals, we can say the cow was eating, the cow was eating, okay, the cow was eating. And for the cows, okay, I will say the cows were eating, okay. This is how it will function, this is how it will work. Now for past perfect, okay, we have already completed this thing. We have already completed simple past, okay. We have already completed past continuous, okay. Now we will do past perfect, okay. We'll be doing now past perfect. We'll be learning about past perfect now, okay. This is what we are talking about now, past perfect, okay. Past perfect, we are here. So for past perfect, it is very easy, okay. You have to simply add had and the third form of the verb. Third form of the verb, now what is that? What is the third form of the verb? Okay, third form of the verb is this. Like suppose if I say eat, okay, eat is the first form, okay, sorry, eat, E-A-T, eat is the first form of the verb, E-A-T. Now suppose if I write ate, A-T-E, ate. So what is ate? Ate is the second form of the verb, ate. Ate is the second form, okay, which I generally write for this, V2, okay. Ate is the second form of the verb. Now what is the third form? The third form of the verb eat will be eaten, E-A-T-E-N. This is V3. This is also referred to as past participle. This is also referred to as past participle generally, okay. And there are many verbs, okay. There is a list of like all the verbs, so which you have to memorize, which you have to go through, so that it comes handy, okay, whenever you have to write something, whenever you have to answer some questions. So like we can use some other word also, drink, okay, for example. So the three words, okay, like the root word will be drink, D-R-I-N-K, drink. Then V2, drank. And then V3, drink, drank, drunk. Drink, drank, drunk. So drink is V1, drank is V2, and drunk is V3. What is drunk? V3. Okay, you got this? This is V1, drink, drank is V2, and drunk is V3. Okay, we can take another verb, for example, swim. Very interesting. Okay, swim, V1, swim, S-W-I-M. This is V1, swim. Now what will be V2? V2, swim, swam, S-W-A-M. Swim, swam. And V3, that is past participle, will be V3 will be swim, swam, swam. Okay. So these things will come to you with practice only. You have to memorize these. You have to keep on practicing the worksheets, okay, which I keep giving to you from time to time. Now we'll go to this one. Past, past perfect. Okay, now how does it work? Okay, like past perfect is used for activities. Past perfect is used for activities which had begun in the past and they were completed in the past. Perfect actually be it present perfect, past perfect, or like past perfect, present perfect, or future perfect. Okay, perfect tense will come into action, okay, when the activity has been completed. Okay, when the activity has been completed. Now this one, had eaten, this is falling under which category? This is past perfect. This is past perfect. This is past perfect. Okay, had eaten means the process of eating was completed in the past. Okay, now we go to this thing, had been eating. Now this one will be doing now had eaten also. Now how does it work? See, we'll use had and v3, the past form. Okay, had eaten, right? Now for this one, had been eating. Okay, this is used for activities which had begun in the past and they were going on in the past. He had been eating since morning. He fell sick because he had been eating since morning. Okay, when you are talking about some activity which had begun in the past and which was going on in the past, okay, so for those activities you will use had been eating. He fell sick because he had been eating since morning. Okay, now this thing, now we'll go to the next one. Now we will use this one. We'll talk about the present tense. Okay, first we'll talk about simple present tense. Okay, this is for simple. This is for simple. Eats. And this is for continuous. We'll talk about these first two. So when to use eat and when to use eats. Okay, we will normally use, okay, we will normally use eat, okay, when we have to write I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat, or whenever the subject is plural. Okay, the cows eat, the cows eat. Okay, I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat, the cows eat. Okay, and if the subject is plural, okay, the children eat, the children eat, the children eat. Okay, now when to use eats, when to use eats. Okay, we'll use eats, okay, whenever we are referring to a single noun or when the subject is singular. Okay, except for I. Okay, like we can say he eats chocolates daily. She eats, she eats, she eats. And then we can write the cow eats, the cow eats grass, the cow eats. Okay, or we can say that when the subject is singular, means like you can say Reyansh. Okay, Reyansh eats, we can say that way. Okay, we can write that way, Reyansh eats. Now this one, is eating, am eating, and are eating. Okay, now what category is this? So is eating, am eating, and are eating. Okay, this is actually going into fall into the category of present continuous tense. This is going to fall in the category of present continuous. Okay, so what we will write, okay, like when a singular subject is eating something, when the subject is singular, we will say he is eating, he is eating. Okay, he is eating, she is eating. Okay, when the subject is singular, we'll say he is eating, she is eating, Ram is eating, okay, the cow is eating, okay, like whosoever may be eating, okay, the cow is eating grass, okay, I can write the cow is eating, the cow is eating, there's singular cow, okay, one cow only, the cow is eating, I can write that way, no problem with that. Now there can be more examples also, okay. Now for now it is eating, okay, like when we are talking about some animal, it is eating, okay, or maybe any other verb, okay, like the the root form of the verb, and you have to add ing to that, okay. Now this one is very simple, am, okay, like am is used only for I only, okay, I am eating, I'm eating, I'm eating a cake, okay, I'm eating a chocolate, okay, or whatever. Now for this one, are eating, are will use for when the subject is plural, okay, when the subject is plural, when there are more than one people or more than one animal, okay, or maybe something else, okay. They are eating, I can write they are eating, okay, or any other verb, okay. We are eating, okay, I can write we, they, I can use it for you, okay. You may be singular, but for you, okay, I have to use you are, okay. Even if there is one person, I cannot say you is eating, okay, that's absolutely incorrect, okay. So this way it is going to work, okay. The children are eating, okay. The children are eating, because children means plural. The children are eating, right. The children are eating, right. So this way it is going to work. Now what about this one, has eaten or have eaten, okay. Now how does it work? Has eaten, okay, like this is actually present perfect tense. This is, which tense is this? This is present perfect, okay. Has eaten is present perfect, this is present perfect, right. This is present perfect. Present perfect means some activity which had begun recently and has been completed, okay. It is in the present perfect tense. For this one, how will it work? Okay, you have to write see, I'll tell you when to use has and have, okay. You'll use has, okay, for he, you will use has for he, you will use has for she, you'll use has for a singular person, Ram has, okay. He has, she has, Ram has, it has, okay, or some animal, okay. The cow has eaten the grass, okay. So you will use has, okay, for he, she, Ram, it, cow, okay. Or like if there is any singular, when the subject is singular, you can use has. And eaten, you already know it is V3, okay. Has eaten. He has eaten the cake, she has eaten the mango, Ram has eaten the fruit, it has eaten the chocolate, okay. The cow has eaten the grass, okay. So has will be used for singular subject, that you have to remember. Now then we have this thing, okay, have, we have will use for plurals, okay, except for I, okay. I is a singular, but we use have with it. So how will you use this one? I have, you have. Now you may be singular, okay, or plural, okay. You have to use have, okay. Even if there is one person, you have to say you have. You cannot use the same principle for which you use for has, okay. You have to say you have, I have, you have, they have, okay. The cows have, okay. Ram and Sham have, okay. So you'll use have, okay. The children have, okay. So this is how it is going to work, okay. Now then you have has been eating and have been eating. Now how does it work, okay, like how where will you use has been eating and have been eating? You will use has been eating and have been eating for activities which had begun, okay, which had begun in the recent past and they have not yet been completed. Those activities which had begun in the recent, in the just recent past, okay, and those activities are still going on, okay. Like he has been studying, okay, for 2 hours and has not yet completed, okay, for activity which began maybe 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, okay, or like it has been going on since morning and it is still happening. So for those activities, okay, for those kind of verbs, okay, you'll use present perfect continuous tense. Like we can say, he has been eating since morning. Okay, he has been eating since morning. Okay, and for that matter, why only eating? Okay, we can say it has been raining. It has been raining. It has been raining. Okay, it has been raining since morning. It has been raining. It has been raining. Okay, RAINING. It has been raining since morning and has not yet stopped. See, it is so simple and it is so simple to understand. For an activity which began in the recent past and which is still going on, okay, we can use present perfect continuous tense. And the principle for has and have will remain same. Okay, there will be no change. Has will be used for singulars. Okay, we'll use has for singular and we'll use have for plural. Okay, we'll use it for plural. Okay, this is understood. Now we can also use has and have been. Okay, like I mean present perfect continuous tense even for activities which had begun in the past but they are still continuing. Like suppose if you have been living in a house, okay, maybe for 10 years and you are still living there, so for those activities also you can use present perfect continuous tense. Like we have been living in this house. We have been living in this house, or we have been living here for 10 years. See, this is an activity which began 10 years ago. So you might be inclined to think like something which had begun 10 years ago should fall into the category of past, but no, don't be confused. For any activity which had begun even in the past, but if it is still going on, you can use, okay, present perfect continuous tense. Okay, now we'll go to future tense. Okay, we'll go to future now. So the same formula will apply. So first we'll talk about simple future. First we'll talk about simple future. Okay, this is simple. Okay, this is simple future. This is simple future, right? Simple future. Will eat, shall eat. Okay, shall is rarely used these days. Okay, it is becoming a kind of obsolete. Okay, like so I'll be concentrating mainly on will eat. Okay, will eat. Okay. So I'll be talking mainly about will eat, okay, or will only, okay. I'll not talk much about shall, okay. That will confuse you. That is another topic of discussion. So will eat. So any activity which you have planned, okay, which you intend to do in future, which you have planned, okay, and you're determined to do it, will use will. I will eat. I will finish my homework. Okay. I will go for classes. I will go to school. Okay. You will say that one. I will. Now, will be eating or shall be eating. Okay, I'll basically concentrate on will. I will be eating. For any activity which you have already planned and you are sure that you are going to do it in future, so you'll say I will be eating my lunch at 3 p.m. Suppose it is 9 a.m. in the morning, okay, and you are very much sure that at 3 p.m. you will be eating your lunch. You'll return from school by 2 and you'll be having your lunch. So at 9 a.m. you are predicting about your future that at 3 p.m. you will be eating your lunch. I will be eating my lunch. I will be, okay, it's already given. I will be eating my lunch at 3 p.m. Okay, at 3 p.m. This is how it is going to work. Now, for activities, okay, which you have already planned and you are almost sure that thing is going to happen in future. So for those predictable activities, you can use I will be eating, I will be drinking, I will be doing my homework. Okay, suppose if somebody asks you what will you be doing at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. So if you are sure that you will be learning something, you'll be writing something, you'll be completing your project, or you'll be doing your tenses. So you can say, right, okay, I will be learning English grammar. I will be doing tenses. I will be doing tenses. I will be doing exercise on tenses. I will be doing tenses. I mean an exercise on tenses. Okay, this is how it is going to work. Now, will have eaten. Okay, now if you are sure that you will have completed that activity in future, if you are sure that by that time you will have completed that activity, So then you can say will have eaten. Okay, now will have and shall have, okay, are used for activities which will be completed in future, which will be completed in future. Complete activities, okay, the activities which will be completed, which have already been executed in future. Okay, suppose if you are sure that you will begin doing your homework and by 4 p.m. you will begin doing your homework and at 4 p.m. and by 5 you will have completed. So you can say I will have completed my homework by 4 p.m. I will have completed. I will have eaten my lunch by 4 p.m. Okay, I will have eaten my lunch by 4 p.m. I will have eaten my lunch by 4 p.m. Okay, for those activities we'll use future perfect tense. Now what type of words will be used? Okay, like you will use will, have and v3. You'll use v3, the third form of the verb. Okay, you already know eat, ate, and then you have eaten. Okay, eat, ate and eaten, right? Will have been eating. Now this will be used for activities which you are sure will begin in future and they will be continuing in future. Okay.